Hey guys! I wanted to talk to you about books. Okay, yeah, I finished that book that I was reading from the library called The 3 Lives of KK. I gave it 2 stars on Goodreads. I was gonna give it 1 star, but I thought it'd be nice to give it 2. It's not that it wasn't a good book, because I think it had potential. I think it was just too confusing for me. And I did, it was like a sapphic romance, so there was some gay elements, which I loved, but it was just really confusing, and there wasn't really I couldn't really grasp the plot. It just kept referring to her other lives and jumping POVs, and it was just very confusing, so I didn't really like it. But glad I read it, and now I know that I don't need to ever read it again. No shade if you like the book. Yeah, it's just my thoughts. But so I'm next in line for Iron Flame on my library holds. I've been in line for a long time, and I actually just got, so I do so there's part 1 and part 2, because I listened to the dramatic audio, and the first one, Fourth Wing, I bought on Audible, but I wanted to just rent these ones from the library because I didn't want to have to buy 2 halves again. So yeah, I've been waiting a long time, but I'm next in line for the first half. I already have the second half taken out. No, I can't start the second half until I get the first half, obviously, but I think that will be my next fiction read once that becomes available. But I also have Boss Witch and another witchy book that I want to read, 2 witchy books. And I just started 2 books yesterday, but they're both nonfiction. I like to have a nonfiction and a fiction going at the same time, so I don't cross ideas or whatever, so everything feels not too confusing. But yeah, yes, there's this other book I got from the library that's a nonfiction that I've been wanting to read for a long time, and it's called The Art of Community. So I started that yesterday while I was making dinner, but it's only a 2-hour book or something, so I'll probably finish that quickly. And then I have another OCD book that I got from the library that I want to finish. I have OCD, in case you didn't know. Oh, and I just got one of Ocean Vuong's book, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, which I did start a couple of, I think last year or the year before or something, but I just wasn't in the right space for it when I started it. I did really like the writing though, and I am eager to finish it because I've heard it's really good. So I got a hardcover from the library. I also have the audiobook on Audible, I believe, so that's gonna be upcoming. And then I got this other book, I think it's a memoir. It's about I don't know, I just caught my eye. It's something about being crafty and mentally having a mental health challenge, so that's a nonfiction also. So I'm in the market for another fiction, which I kind of want to read some witchy books, and I have those too, but not really. I don't really know what they're about, and I'm not really into it. Uncharmed also came out, which I just finished Rewitched, and I loved it. It was so cute, and I love the writing style and love the characters and stuff. But Uncharmed just came out, so maybe I'll get that. I am going to Indigo next week, Thursday. Oh, and I also want to get, what's that new one that everybody's it's a 90s rom-com? It's called If It Makes You Happy or something. I think that's what it's called. It's that new fall book that was just released, and it's got a lot of foliage on the cover. I want to read that so bad because I've heard so many good things, so maybe that'll be my next read. But I could probably finish a book by next week, a fiction. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know, but anyway, I am buying that book next week, so I don't want to order it from Amazon. I'm trying to do less ordering from Amazon where I can. But yeah, so that's a book update. Oh, also, okay, I know I've been saying this for 5 ever, but I am starting a junk journal, ASAP Rocky, and I need to get one, so maybe I'll get one from Indigo too, maybe. But I want something with thicker paper, because I want a junk journal, but I also want an art journal, so I want to combine both. And I also want to get some magazines. I should check at the library if they have magazines they're getting rid of, because I don't want to just go out and buy a bunch of magazines that I'm just going to chop up, which maybe I will eventually. I used to do collages all the time, and I miss it, and I love the idea of having a collage art journal. That sounds like a really fun hobby. So yeah, so I just need a book, and I got this book from the dollar store, It's a planner, but it's got blank pages, which I love because then I can like doodle and stuff. And it's not like I hate it when you get a planner and there's like 4 lines to write your whole to-do list or like all this stuff you got going on that day. So I like it's just like blank pages. And I was gonna use this for an art journal. I thought about it, but it doesn't, like, the days don't start until like December 29th. And I like, if I were to use this, then I would want to like obviously lining the days up. I don't want to just like use it as the pages or whatever. So I might use this, but then I also am like, do I actually want to use this as a planner? Because I do have a planner. It's this one, and I do use this basically every day. And I like this one because it's blank, and so you can like put any day of the week, and it doesn't have to, like, if you miss a day, you can just pick up right where you left off. Like, you can fill in the days. It doesn't have to be like a specific day of the year. So I like this, and this will probably last me a while, so I don't feel like I need a new planner. But this one, yeah, only has like a couple of lines, so, but it's good for what I need. Anyway, long and short of it is I want to jump on the visual journaling train. Also, I can't even believe it's like September 17th. Like, how is it halfway through September already? Feels like it just started. And I feel like okay, it's weird because I feel like fall has started, but I feel like it hasn't started yet because the weather here where I live is still, it's like starting to get cooler. There's like kind of a cool breeze. Some of the leaves are crispy, but like it's like 26 degrees in the afternoon, if not warmer. I think it was like 31 the other day. So, which I'm not complaining because I love the nice weather and I will take it for as long as we have, especially the sunshine. But I am starting to crave like the cooler months, like, and like doing cozy activities and stuff, but it just doesn't feel right while the sun's out. Also, we started Desperate Housewives earlier this year. I forget when we started it, but we're on season 2, I think. And it took like a little bit for the show to like pick up, I found, like in season 1, but once it got rolling, it's rolling. There's lots happening, and I've heard a lot of people say like, oh, you're in for a treat, you know, watching this show, because apparently it's really good, and it is good so far, and I am really liking it right now. But holy shit, there's a lot of action, and also like just so many crazy things happen in the show in like the span of 5 minutes, and I'm like, this is nuts. It's really entertaining, and it's good so far. So I was like, I've never been into like the Real Housewives or anything. I know a lot of people like those shows, but I just can't stand when people are just like screaming at each other and yelling and causing drama for like entertainment. I'm like, there's so many better things I'd rather watch than people arguing. This show is different because it's like fictional and there's like an actual plot, and there's like, you know, with the plot that gets, it's a story, it's not real. It's more enticing than like real rich bitches that are yelling at each other. I don't like confrontation. So I don't like to watch confrontation, although that's what makes good television. So I get people like it, and no judgment whatsoever. My partner really loves Housewives, and more power to you, but it's not for me. I have been finding it interesting that I actually really like this show. What else are we watching? Oh yeah, I'm started Sex and the City again. This is like, I don't even know. I've been watching Sex and the City since like 2018 is when I first watched it, and this is probably like my 10th or 15th time watching it, but it's just like my sleep show. We seem to have just transitioned out of watching Big Bang Theory as a sleep show, which is crazy because that was our sleep show for basically the whole year, although it's still like secondary. But it's fall, so Sex and the City's gotta come out. It's the perfect time of year. Like, I feel like 200 subscribers is like the next milestone, and I'm just so thrilled to have you here if you're new here. And I want to film more like realistic life content, like cleaning and cooking and stuff. The thing is, I get really like zoned in when I'm doing a task, and I forget to film a lot of the time because I'm so like just doing like one thing after another very quickly. And yeah, so sometimes I just get zoned in and I forget, but such is life. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping now, and I will talk to you.
Open up the window, I'm breathing in the last of September. September. I can feel the wind blow. And the
Hello everybody, I have zit cream on my face, so there's that. I thought I would pop in because I just scheduled my video for tomorrow, so you probably watched that last week if you're watching this now. But last week's vlog, the one that I just scheduled, I just talked about all these fall things I wanted to do, and then I didn't do any of them in the vlog. Because I had some other stuff going on. So I got some exciting news, which I don't know if I can share yet. So I'm not going to say anything, but I will let you know when I can. I had a lovely morning this morning. My partner, Rachel, didn't start work till later today. She's gone now, but we watched Big Brother. And if you're watching Big Brother right now, who are you rooting for? Please let me know in the comments, because the season, although don't put any spoilers in the comments, but the season finale is coming up in I think next week, actually, or the week after. I'm really excited. I want Morgan to win. She's doing so well right now. But anything can happen, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, let me know if you're watching Big Brother and who you're rooting for. If you are,
summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. Since I was a little child, every year for as long as I remember, all the leaves were running wild, going on.
hey guys, I am just having a little cozy Sunday. I'm not swimming today because my knees are a little sore. But I thought I would whip out my pastels and maybe do some little fall sketches. Or like, I don't know. I'm gonna find something on Pinterest and doodly do. But yeah, I'm just listening to some jazz. I got a candle on. It's Sunday morning. It's the last official day of summer. Official before the first day of fall tomorrow. Yeah, I just did some reading. I started a new book. It's called, what is it called? Witch Please. So far so good. I read 4 chapters. But yeah, I watched Hocus Pocus yesterday too. I watched both of them, the new one and the old one, and they're so good. So I might watch another little cozy Halloween movie today as well. Yeah, we're just having a cozy day. I wanted to bake some freaking cookies all weekend for a couple of weeks now. But I ran out of my monk root sugar, my erythritol, so I ordered some, and it's supposed to arrive today. So if it gets here early enough, I'm going to make them. But if it's too late, then maybe I'll make them tomorrow. But yeah, I also, I think I'm getting a migraine. I sometimes get migraines when I lay down on my stomach too fast, and I did that without thinking. And my vision is, kind of weird right now. It always happens. It's yeah, I don't know. I googled it once. But yeah, so might get to migraine. We'll see. I hope not. But yeah, it's kind of hard to see right now. It's blurry a little bit and colorful. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to sketching.